In January of 1997, the world watched Princess Diana walk through an active minefield in Angola. This bold action brought worldwide awareness to the global humanitarian crisis caused by landmines. At the time Princess Diana bravely stepped into the minefield, landmines killed and injured more than 25,000 people each year, many of them civilians and children. At the rate that land was being demined, it was estimated that it would take more than 1,000 years to rid the world of more than 100 million landmines if no new ones were laid. There was no end in sight to the daily threat faced by people in war-torn regions, who were denied access to their homes and fields by the mines holding the land hostage. Among those watching Princess Diana's courageous journey was a mother in California who, seeing the devastating impact landmines have on children, was inspired to take up this cause. Her first step was attending the Ottawa Convention later that year, where she witnessed 120 countries sign the treaty to ban anti-personnel landmines. As she watched this unprecedented agreement to disarmament and peace, Heidi Kühn made an unwavering commitment to her mission of turning mines to vines and planting the roots of peace through agriculture. In her youth, competing in the high dive gave Heidi the confidence to take the plunge in places where others would hesitate. Staying true to her roots, Heidi attended the University of California, Berkeley, where she pursued a degree in political economics. During her time at Berkeley, she was inspired by the peace movement of the 1970s and embraced the vision of a world free from conflict and division. It was also at Berkeley where she met her husband Gary, and together they embarked on a shared journey dedicated to uplifting others and creating meaningful change. During the 1990s, Heidi's career as a respected reporter took flight in Alaska, where she founded her own news organization, NewsLink International, and reported for many prominent news networks, including ABC, CBS, CNN, NBC, and Nippon Television. While simultaneously raising her children, she earned a reputation for bridging borders for peace. Fearlessly crossing boundaries, Heidi became the first U.S. journalist to report from the eastern region of the Soviet Union, bringing forth stories to promote understanding and peace between the two global superpowers. Amidst her successful career in news, Heidi's life took an unexpected turn when she received a diagnosis of cancer. Nevertheless, she emerged from her successful treatment with a renewed sense of purpose. Her determination to forge a path towards peace was stronger than ever, as she set out to confront another form of cancer plaguing the earth: landmines. In September 1997, only months after her pivotal moment of watching Princess Diana on the news walking through minefields, Heidi founded Roots of Peace, a transformative concept to turn mines to vines by replacing the remnants of war with flourishing vineyards and orchards across the globe. Heidi's mission began out of the humble basement of her California home with pennies for peace. With Heidi's indomitable spirit leading the effort, she successfully rallied support from renowned Napa Valley vintners, including Robert Mondavi, Mike Gergich, and Diane Disney Miller. With the support of vintners, the U.S. State Department, and the International Trust Fund of Slovenia, Heidi successfully raised the funds to clear her first landmines left behind by the Croatian War of Independence. As Heidi worked alongside the Croatian Mine Action Center to clear mines from former vineyards in Croatia, she witnessed the devastating impact of fear on farmers and their children. Heidi realized that beyond mine removal, these rural communities needed additional support to fully recover.
Because demining is only half the problem. Roots of Peace comes in strongly with the replanting, the regenerative agriculture, and that's where we realize the opportunity. It's all about jobs for people living in war-torn lands.
Shifting her focus, Heidi pioneered efforts to help farmers replant their vineyards and orchards using modern techniques. In places like Bastica, a former war frontline, she guided farmers in planting 25,000 grapevines and 14,000 apple trees. Her instrumental work revitalized the renowned Croatian wine industry and blossoming apple, cherry, and lavender production, breathing new life into rural communities. In 2003, Heidi extended her transformative efforts to the Shomali Plain in Afghanistan, where she requested the demining agency to prioritize clearing vital irrigation canals, crucial for food production. Through the removal of more than 100,000 unexploded bombs and mines from canals and farmland, Heidi and Roots of Peace enabled farmers to reclaim their fields and restore agricultural productivity. Together, they replanted the fields, ushering in a renewed era of growth and prosperity for the Afghan farmers. Heidi was amazed to discover the rich heritage of Afghanistan's native grape varieties. To honor the Afghan culture, Heidi focused on producing native table grapes and traditional crops, employing improved techniques. Roots of Peace introduced cement trellising, raising the vines off the ground and away from moisture and pests. This innovative approach doubled yields, transforming over 1,000 hectares of vineyards and elevating the Afghan grape industry. Recognizing the impact of war on traditional farming knowledge, Heidi established field school programs to train over 220,000 farmers in horticultural skills and business management, including over 5,000 women.
The more we can turn those swords into plowshares, those guns into shovels, and put these Afghan men and women back to work in the fields, this is how we plant the roots of peace.
Heidi's efforts reached Vietnam in 2010, where Roots of Peace partnered with Mines Advisory Group to demine and rebuild Quang Tri Province in the former demilitarized zone. Through planting over 1.6 million black pepper trees and establishing market linkages, the region's black pepper industry experienced a remarkable resurgence. Today, the area is renowned for its high-quality black pepper. More than 3,500 farmers have benefited from this profitable crop and taken pride in cultivating a spice deeply rooted in their cultural heritage. After more than 25 years, Roots of Peace has grown into a thriving global force to help feed a hungry world, transforming the lives of over 1 million farmers and farming families. Across the globe in Guatemala, Angola, Israel, Palestine, Ukraine, Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, in Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Iraq, Cambodia, and Vietnam, Roots of Peace has facilitated the removal of over 100,000 landmines and unexploded bombs, and restored once devastated land to bountiful agricultural use. Through Heidi's visionary leadership, Roots of Peace gained support from national governments and world leaders by showing the vital role of agriculture in resilient recovery and peace building. Thanks to Heidi's unwavering dedication, what started out as one woman's radical idea for peace has grown into a thriving global force, sowing the seeds for peace and abundance and nurturing a harvest of hope for generations to come. We are proud to honor Heidi Kühn as the 2023 World Food Prize Laureate.